Hey guys, so Aries, we're going to get straight into how this woman feels about you. This is for Aries men, women, you're welcome to listen, but just to keep fairness, I'm doing a reading focusing on the men and seeing what the women want to say to this man. Aries men, well, you see it, she's pissed, think you're slick. Things between you guys could have ended out of nowhere, and for some of you, you could be coming back out of nowhere just to feed your ego. She's pissed. Some of you are dealing with another fire sign here, and if you're hiding behind work and other things, she doesn't believe it. This is someone who wants long-term or has long-term with you here. And you just can't seem to get on a good page here. For some of you, her needs aren't being met. Yikes. Oof. Some of you Aries men may have some competition here down the line. You could have some competition. The person that you are isn't the person that the person she wants you to be isn't the person that you're presenting to her. And for some of you, if you have money, if you have status, if you're seeing as a certain caliber, of man, she needs you to act like it. She wants you to act like it here. And she doesn't really know where things are going to go down the line. Several people have gotten involved here. For some of you, she wants you to be done with your old ways, because it seems like one minute it seems like things can get on track and you're on the same page she's on, and then the next minute someone is having a Tourette moment. It appears to be this man here who is kind of one way with her, but he's a completely different way and a completely different person away from her. At times, and then she's left wondering what happened, where are you, or what's going on. Your mood swings have changed, that sort of thing. And even you can go from being someone that she saw in the beginning, right, and then you'll turn childish to playful, and then disappear, only to come back again. And so it kind of, you guys can't really get here and here, because there's always a problem with getting past the issues of childishness and someone having a big appetite and a lot of and wanting a lot of attention, or having a hard time completely committing to this relationship, and so he'll dial it back, disappear, kind of do things to sabotage the relationship here. This is what this woman is feeling towards you Aries men here. And if attitudes do not get on track, someone's not going to make it past probably a few months from now. Things are going to kind of end badly. And I see this man is going to kind of lick his wounds. Probably take a step back. She's not having it. And I know Aries man, if he really wants a woman, he's not necessarily going to give up on that woman. He will exhaust himself and her. So I do see that kind of going your separate way for a while, allowing it to kind of calm down a bit. You have you may have other options, men, here, but you will be missing this woman and trying to heal. But once she cuts you off, it'll be kind of difficult, if not impossible, to get this woman back. So while things seem to still be in your control to turn it around, if you really do care, you probably need to do that here. That's what I have for Aries men. Now let's look at Taurus men. Taurus men, some of you have a business deal that's going to go right. This could be work as well. Doesn't have to just be business, but you have something business or on a very practical areas of your life. Something could be going right for you that can make you some money. Uh-oh. For some of you, this could be dropping things, letting it go, taking someone to court for child support, divorce, separation, realizing that the situation could be quite karmic. Okay. Well, this woman feels like it's all about you. For some of you, there's some money issues here, and the money has created a bond that is hard to break, even though it's kind of hanging on by a thread. Some of you, there's a third party that's gotten involved here, and this person is going to kind of move on from this situation, even though this woman may feel like this is kind of like a hopeless place dealing with you. It's kind of hard to let you go or hold back because you do give her a connection that is endearing and that she truly loves, and there may be some ways about you that she understands. So there's an understanding that goes along with this here. And she wants to see you. She probably doesn't want you to go away. She doesn't want you to get away. That's what it looks like to me, this woman. And like I said, for you, there could definitely be not sure where this is going. There could be more than just this person. It could be others, another, or your life is full right now. And it's hard to communicate with this person. So your communication styles could be quite different and challenging. The truth could be a hard thing to get out as well. How do you maneuver this? How do you finesse the situation? If this is a divorce, separation, or breakup, two people are not necessarily on the same page here. But I don't feel like she's ready for you to fully leave out of the situation, but it's almost like hands are tied and she has to embrace a new chapter if this is done over. And you may feel like your hands are tied too. Like it's nothing you could do about the situation here. And you may say, well, I've done what I could, and now it's on her. So the ball may be in her court. Excuse me. This is a situation of, well, if there's children involved, definitely there could be some issues with the children, sharing custody, sharing time. So that could get a little challenging. And even trying to come back to the situation then, it could be a bit difficult because I feel like this woman, once she starts to get over you and get on the other side of it, and kind of find her happiness elsewhere, she'll be ready to cut this off. And this man, this man, I kind of get two stories here. So for some of you, this man, you Taurus man, excuse me, you'll go and kind of accept whatever she decides. Okay, she doesn't want to see you. Okay, fine. Because there's another person, another option here. For some of you, it could be another option, and that's a person that you will court and date and that sort of thing. But that's not going to really work out either. Some of you are going to want this woman back, and if you try to get her back, because I do see you coming back, trying to woo her, maybe even giving her making her believe at least that, yeah, I'll give you something. At least if this is what you need to feel like everything is okay, that I want this and I'm serious, then I'll do that. But it's kind of like there's no beating the healing, because good things are going to start happening for her. And if she does know that this situation is karmic, or it's just has ran its course and too much has been done, and she's healing financially, she's healing emotionally, she's getting in a better heart and head space, it will be, again, difficult for you. Now, you're going to be pissed, men, if this woman starts dating someone and that sort of thing. You're not going to be happy at all. So be careful with, I don't know, Tauruses, to get out irate, but you never know, because I do see that you might become very territorial and not be in the best headspace to react properly. So I don't know. It seems like you can fix it now. No, you can fix it now. But it just seems like there could be somebody else you focus it on. You have to be careful if you're focusing on a whole nother woman. That's not going to go anywhere. And then you're going to try to go back to the other woman. That won't go anywhere. So I don't know, Taurus men. Be careful. Women are switching up. I know you guys, things were going in your favor the first few months of this year. But yeah, if you are a member, you would know how things are going to be maneuvering here. But yeah, I would say be careful. You need to focus on the one that you really truly want. Like, you can see a long term with that person and ask yourself, are you really prepared to give this person what they truly want? Because if not, I do see someone closing the door, and it'll be hard, if not impossible, to get the door back open. Yeah. Now let's go to Gemini. Yeah. Okay, Gemini men. Heartbreak is over. This woman is no longer heartbroken. If there's been space between the two of you, someone may have closed the gap. I'm sure it's probably you, because looking at her, it doesn't seem like she made a move. This is what she's saying, okay? Don't bring your ass over here. I'm not playing games with you. This is what she's saying. Don't come over here. This will never get on track. And I know there's been others, many others, and I'm not confused anymore. I'm seeing very clearly now, and you're not slick, basically. She's been thinking, mourning, praying, cleansing, working on herself, okay? And that's karmically set up for that to happen here. It was karmically set up for there to be space between the two of you in order for her to get to this place. And so, although she is not pleased with you, and you Gemini men would sense this, whoever this woman is, that she's just not having it. Wow. So you have another woman. Some of you men, you're dealing with two women, and that may be the reason why you could not show one of them attention, because you was focusing on another, and whoever this woman is, she's aware of that. Doesn't seem like you're necessarily going to give up on this. So if she's gone quiet on you, looks like you'll make a move toward her at some point soon. Either you have, or you will be again. She is not going to open up to this. She's going to be moving on. There could be another person that's more than willing to move on with her. So she has someone else being her support system, that sort of thing. And this woman could actually physically move, so she'll be moving across waters, like she's moving at a distance here. That's what it looks like. And you have to be careful, because, you know, she's not in a good she's in a better headspace, but she's not happy with you at all. So if you try to push it a little too much, you know, it can get a little verbally crazy here, and it can even get physical. So do be careful with that, because it is karmic, right? So what anyone does is going to kind of like turn back on them. It's that type of thing here. You're in a very karmic cycle here with whoever this woman is, and this is definitely two women here. And it seems like it seems like you really care about this woman. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, she doesn't have to be that sign, but someone who is very committal, and perhaps you've committed to. There's love here. There's a connection here with this woman. And this may seem like a hookup, like someone that you have a lot of attraction toward, but that's not the main person. So it would behoove you, Gemini men, to focus on let go of all of these options, or just trying to have a good time. This relationship you have with this woman, whoever she is, even though you may see it as just something that you're doing as someone to have a good time with, this is karmic. This situation, it has karma all over it. It's best for you to handle everyone the way you would want to be handled down the line. I don't know if you guys can see these cards, but yeah. It's best that you kind of ask yourself, what do you really want here? Because you're not going to be able to continue to do this, you know, the player thing. It's going to mess up your money. It'll, you know, be corrosive to your life, other parts of your life, right? And so you have to be smart about temptation. And I don't feel like this woman is tempting you, because she's pissed. So it's best that you kind of close the cycle and let it go. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. And the thing is I don't. Oh my God. Yikes. What? Okay. And I see with, because there's another woman too. There's like 3 women. You're going to wind up losing this woman or get put on final notice with her down the line. Because I don't see you men changing. I feel like you think, okay, I have it under control. I know what I'm going to do. You know, I'll wait, give her time. She loves me. We're going to repair this. We'll come back together. And then once I get her back where she needs to be, I'm out. And I'm trying to see about her, or even another female. Because I get, if she's done, let's say she's done with you, this one here, even though it looks like she is her, but that may not be the case. If she's done with you, then you're going to go back to her. But as soon as you get your fill with her, you'll be leaving her and probably going back to her or going back to her. She, I know it sounds crazy, guys, but this is a Gemini man reading. She is just all about what the two of you have built, who you are together, that sort of thing. And you will feel like you're successfully juggling this woman, maybe because she's at a distance, or, you know, you live in a home together, whatever setup you guys have, she doesn't probe, she doesn't this. It's either going to be she's going to put you on final notice at some point out of nowhere, or one of these two is going to bring everything to the surface. And so she'll know somehow, some way, she's going to know what's going on. I just feel like it'll kind of blow up your face down the line. I don't know if you don't care. Maybe some of you guys are same-sex loving, like you may be in a closet, and you know it's deeper than what I'm saying here. But yeah, I don't see you guys changing, men. I see you still trying to finesse this situation. If money was problematic, your money starts to get better. You will successfully get someone to come back around to you. But yeah, you have to ask yourself, what do you really want? And is this behavior fair to these people? Something like that. I don't see a whole bunch of men showing up here. So you may, these women may be very committed to you in some kind of way. So I don't know. But I would leave the Empress alone. The one that, I don't know if you circle back around to her, whoever's not talking to you. I would leave her alone. The one that is more of a hookup, because that's karmic, and baby, it'll come back to hit you when you least expect it. So that's what I have for Gemini. Sorry it was that long. Now let's look at Cancer. Yikes. Cancer, you have a new job coming. Congratulations. A new job is on the way. Jupiter is still in your sign until I think June, and then it goes into Leo. Yay! So glad. I'm looking forward to it. In one way, just in one way. But yeah, you have a new job coming. Men, and this is for men. It's for Cancer men here, just like the title says. Hold on, guys. Okay, so this woman, for some of you, this woman can feel like you drink too much, you work too much, and you're very moody. And she may feel like she's not here to be your good time girl, your fun time person. There could be a part of her that really enjoys you. But it can get very dramatic out of nowhere. Like, again, the mood swings or hurt feelings or someone saying some crazy stuff out of their mouth, that sort of thing. But she expects you to come and see her soon, something like that. Or she expected you to come back if you're coming back. This situation is, if you came back, I do see that it's problematic. Everybody's getting this Five of Pentacles. So some people are just going to be left out in the cold. Some people, relationships are hanging on by a thread. Some people, the best thing for them to do is to kind of sacrifice a relationship because it's wreaking havoc on other areas of their life. Something like that is going on here. For all the signs lately I'm seeing, including you Cancer men. However, this woman is not so pleased here because she wants a change, and she's okay with the time and the pace of it slowing down and taking one step at a time, but she wants to see consistency, not everything about work and what you got going on, and not just coming around when it's time to have a good time and then you're acting spastic and crazy, that type of thing. You like her attention, but, she wants to give you a hard time here. And you may have tried to reach out, but, you guys may not be in the best place together at this time. And it's something that is going to affect you down the line more than you know. You might know that that's why you may make sure that you run back and, you don't let too much time separate the two of you for a length of time. But I think she may really be kind of pissed this time. This woman is tired of you Cancer men disappearing, and it may be for work, but she feels like yes, it could be for work, there's still other things that you're up to when you leave her. Like you're communicating with someone else, and now she's left to kind of pick up the pieces and wait for you to return here, and she's starting to see more clearly now. Some of you, this woman, especially if the two of you like to indulge a lot together, she's stopping that. This is no longer indulging, and now that she's no longer drinking, indulging, and that sort of thing, she is really seeing things a whole lot clearer. Now, you may have competition coming up that'll be very clear, But I don't see you giving up on this woman. You're going to do... Yeah, you're... Oh, wait, hold on. This... okay. I don't see you... Either you're not going to give up on her, or if she starts to act funky with you, you're going to rush back. Oh, kind of looks like a Gemini reading. You're going to rush back over to another woman. Okay, I'm going to read it two different ways. This is the first way. You'll rush back over to another woman, work that situation out. And then this Cancer, well, maybe she's a Cancer woman. I don't know. I'm not reading for Cancer women. Excuse me, women. I'm reading for Cancer men. But this woman, and for some of you, a Cancer woman, honestly, will just accept that I'm single. We're no longer together, that sort of thing. But I definitely don't get you letting her go. You're going to try to get her back? Yeah, well, I guess if you have the money, that's what I was seeing here. I was like, well, he'll work his way back into her life because he knows what to give her. So Cancer men, you'll do what it takes to get this one back. Now, for the second way is this woman, she knows what she wants. She wants something real. And like I said, she's willing to wait, and she's fine with you working. She's fine. It's just she wants to be taken seriously, and she doesn't want all of this other nonsense going on with you, because this is someone who has a strong moon or has a lot of spiritual connection, natural. And so she can sense everything that you're doing. You don't have to tell her anything. Like, she can sense it. She can feel it. She knows it. And so you're not getting away with anything. So once she starts to behave more like she's a single, independent woman, you'll kick in gear and do what it takes to win her back and get her back. And that may be the ticket. And it's going to be like you have to grow up. And I feel like some of you Cancer men will do that. You will grow up, and it's going to take some time. And she's okay with, the time that it would take. She just wants this to be done. You choose me. You leave all this other stuff alone. We start anew, and you become the man that you're supposed to be. Right? And it could take a while, like throughout this year. Again, she's fine with it. She just wants to see consistency in the truth. Because as soon as you start to go left and act a fool, she can feel it. And she's going to match your energy, but quietly. So it's kind of like that reading I did. I don't remember reading, but I said to Virgo women, I said, you'll know exactly how to get this man to act right. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Virgo, but this woman will know what to do to get you to act right. And you just don't want to lose her. Others of you, though, in that first group storyline, you'll be running back to another woman and try to make things all right with her. But you need to be careful, because trying to come back to this one, you may come over there and another man is there. Like, she's not above, embarrassing you. She's not above giving you what you're trying to give her. She's not above it. So be careful. Cancer man. Now on to Leos. Well. Leo men. Some of you are going to have the best sex you've ever had. Wow. Yep, the best sex you ever had. Now, this may be her feelings towards you. She may feel like it's the best sex she's ever had. But I do see the best sex someone's ever had. You have a woman here, Leo men, who's very clear about how she feels about you. I get Libra, Taurus, very strong, Sagittarius as well. We know it could be any sign, right? But she sees a new beginning, and she wants all of it. She wants all of it. She wants sex. She wants a long-term relationship with you. She could see herself marrying you. You could have made this woman feel amazing. That sort of thing. But she doesn't like that she has to wait to try to see when the two of you are going to kind of get on track, on the same page, right? She can see the possibilities of what this could be, but actually seeing it happen in real time seems to be the challenge here. And seems like, yeah, he'll be reaching out. He's going to want to see me. He's going to want to, have a good time, that sort of thing. And or she'll reach out to you, want to have a good time, that sort of thing, want to see you. But even if she does that, I'm telling you, she wants more than what you have. I guess what you have to offer. Maybe because there's more than just her you're offering things to, and well, you could be in a position where you're hiding some things. You're not being very honest. Could you be a man that's same-sex loving? Could you be hiding some of that here? Doesn't have to be for all of you, but you are definitely hiding it. For some of you, it could be, you know, there's still a connection somewhere else, and so you really can't give your all to the one or the two or the others. This woman is not pleased by things that has gone on, the distance, separation, the breakup, how she's being treated. She's not happy with that. Some of you, this woman is really heartbroken over it, or just not in a good place. But she's seeing clearly, though. She is seeing clearly, and it's that type of thing where it's like, damn, I really don't, like, she doesn't want this to be over, because, it's like there's not a lot out there, if that makes sense, but she can't ignore that what you're giving her is just more than what she deserves. It's that type of thing. And I just keep getting, some of you Leo men are same-sex loving. And your ideal woman will be a woman that accepts that. She can accept it. She could be a part of it, that sort of thing. Here. But I don't know if you would trust her. Does that make sense? I don't know if you would trust this woman to know that type of a secret. I'm saying that very clearly, but we'll get away from that. You're kind of you've been quiet with this woman, not opening up to her, but you've been thinking. You've been seeing things for what it is, and you know what's going on here, the part you played, probably how she feels. Like, you're fully aware here. And it's hard for you to come to her. Like, you just can't get to her. Some of you, it could be work. It could be, like I said, your other obligations and responsibilities. But you can't just get to her. You may not, if you just come because you just want to come and see her and get your ego filled, she may not be opening herself with that. So you know you cannot come. And you are affected by it. Maybe she doesn't understand or believe that it affects you too, but it does affect you, absolutely. And you're not happy with the way things are. You're missing this person. You may feel guilty for, you know, the position you put her in, that sort of thing, or her and someone else. Some of you, this woman could play games with you, so it's not all on you. Some of you, this woman could be playing games with you, and there could be someone else as well. And you've been kind of just buying your time, waiting on this woman, but you may want something more too. Let me see this. When I was saying it, I was saying, no. This is, no. You can understand the position you put her and someone else in, that sort of thing. But you're not going to necessarily just let her go. You'll still be waiting on this woman on the sidelines, because you do think about this woman quite a bit. But at the same time, you're a busy man, so you could find yourself here, there, everywhere. But you will reach out to her too. You're not going to just give up on her. Here. And you may, you know, make her believe. No, you can't make her believe a goddamn thing. She's not having it. This woman is... I knew this was all going to be happening. We're already ahead to, what, May, June, I think we're doing? April, March, April. Yeah, May, June. So, this woman is not going to make herself available to you. That's what it looks like. And I keep getting for every freaking man so far, there is like a serious relationship he's in, and then it's a play thing that he's in, and the play thing is no longer happening, or she's not having it. Now, for some of you Leos here, this woman is going to get really serious about her life. I'm hearing her health, her practical areas of life, and do really well for herself. And you may start to feel angry because she is not giving in to you. And then I do see that you kind of have to deal with it for what it is. And it will affect you. It will affect you, whoever this person is. She matters more than she probably knows she does here. So I don't see you necessarily giving up on her, but I don't necessarily see her backing down and kind of letting you in either. I don't know, that could come down the line, but yeah. For now, she's not happy. You're taking her for granted. She's not going to allow it. She does care a lot about you and will want everything with you, but she's not going to play second to anything or anyone. So, I don't know. Time will tell. Now on to Virgo. Can you see the cards? I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I know we're in Mercury direct, but it doesn't feel like it. Anyway, Virgo men. Well, you switch things up. I was just shuffling the deck and saying, well, damn. Every woman here is on the same page. Not your Virgo. Now, you Virgo man. This woman. For some of you, this woman is penis whipped. You know, she's penis whipped. She is. Happily. She'd love to love you. You are really good for her mental health. You restored something in her that I feel, I'm hearing she's indebted to. She may feel entitled to. I'm hearing a bunch of stuff. She wants to go on dates. She wants to kind of give you something. Or she's waiting for you to give her something, like buy her something, take her somewhere, spend some time with her. And if the two of you have been apart, she's just waiting for the day that you come back and you have time for her, because she wants to have sex. She wants to have sex. She wants it. And this may not even be like a, okay, let me see. Okay, this man, you don't play about her either, that's what I see. But she doesn't like the distance. The two of you may not have a lot of time for each other, and that could be a challenge. But she, you know, you're really good at communicating to her and making her realize, you know, this is keeping her head on straight, if that makes sense. Here. And this woman is super sexually attracted to you. Like, wow, she really is. You have some issues. Like, you have things in your life that you are accomplishing, you need to take care of. For some of you men, you're not, if this isn't like a serious relationship, then you're really scared to open your heart up and give her a part of it. You may have gotten duped last time, like your money taken, like, you know, you may have really felt like you got taken advantage of the last time. So you may feel like it's hard for you to open up, it's hard for you to give, it's hard for you to see things in a positive sort of way, and just kind of, you know, have faith and just give over to it. You may have looked at her like, yeah, I have to pay for this, I have to pay. You know, if I don't keep the money coming, if I don't give her what she wants, it's that type of thing. So I do see, if that's the case, it could definitely be some resentment that's been building here. Some of you, if you have Libra in your chart, it may be difficult for you to kind of stand your ground, so you may give in. But again, in giving in, you may find yourself kind of building a sense of resentment over time. And if it continues, then you may feel like the two of you may be in a lost place, and she may not understand all that you have going on and what you need to focus on here. So you may feel like it's really important for you to switch some things around. You may not have the time to give her. You may not have the money to give her. You may just not have everything that she's expecting you to just have, if that makes sense. You want her to give to you what you're giving to her. And you want her to, if she's not giving, then it's important for her to also give you. Like, she can't just get and not give. It's that type of thing. And even if it's like, okay, you pay bills or whatever it is, you may feel like I need you to, you know, to participate and to invest in this as well. That's what it looks like. Because this just kind of feels more like it's sexual, or it's transactional. Yeah, sexual is just transactional. Like, it's not unconditional love. It's like love with condition, if there's even love here. That type of thing. Excuse me, sir. And I do just get, hold on, let's see one thing. This woman, wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, things is gonna start. Yikes. If this is a situation where it's more like to feed, you know, it's sexual, it's that type of thing, it'll be difficult, because I do see like kind of there being this move toward wanting it to be something more traditional. But she'll come to learn that, you know, it's kind of more about this man, if that makes sense, and not about her. And he may not be willing to give her what she wants, especially if you're dealing with a Pisces. The Pisces is kind of waking up, but she's also falling back to sleep. It's that type of thing. And it's kind of like the way that you've been handling her. You may feel like, yeah, I have a good system going on here, but the system is about to fall apart. Thanks to these moon signs, thanks to, I guess, Uranus coming out of Taurus, going into Gemini. Someone's going to wake up here. She's going to wake up. So, I don't know. You may, you know, start one day and you may realize, okay, she's changed, or things has changed. She may not be open to your text, phone call, showing up, that sort of thing. So, I don't know. And I don't see you necessarily changing for her, excuse me. I see you kind of feeling like I'm my own person and I'm going to do what I want to do. Like, I'm not going to be controlled by anyone. So, I don't know. It might be a sacrifice coming down the line. That's what I have for Virgos. Now let's look at Libra. Okay, Libra. You're going to fall in love with someone? Okay, the two of you. What? Okay. Yikes. Is this like buying time? Are you guys buying time? And, oh, okay. Are you guys buying time? Because I get there may be some buying time here for somebody to get their ducks in a row. Someone could even be hiding money. But this woman, you get a lot of same-sex loving, but these cards really do show that a lot. I get the cards down, guys. you're not so sure about this situation, and she may feel like either you want to leave or she's on her way out the door. It's hard to kind of get this on track. Money could be an issue between the two of you. Making this right in a more traditional way that you can see the two of you moving towards something is a challenge. And for some of you Libra men, you may have school, work, like you may be going after things in your life that could pull the two of you apart, you know. Here, someone, you may feel like you might up and just leave this, but it won't be like we're done. Someone may just, like I said, go back to school, do something where it's like, well, we don't even live around each other anymore. It's that sort of thing. And she may find you to be a little too flirty. Flirty on both sides. Like you may flirt with women and men. Here, I get a lot of same-sex loving for men to men, or bisexuality. I get seems like a lot. At least it was very strong in Leo and now Libra reading. Very strong. Especially Leo reading. But going back to you Libra men. Sorry, can I? Love letters, that sort of thing, or love messages, it's not working anymore. And you may feel like you don't know if you have the bandwidth or the time to move this into something real. Something about a Uranus energy, Pluto, could completely change all of this. And you start to think differently, see things differently. And if you've given a lot of a time or attention to this, Libra men, you'll start to kind of pull back. Again, going toward your life, what you have going on in your own life here. But you'll be reaching out to her. She may say she's busy. She has things to do. If you live together, definitely this woman is looking at that bank account. She's moving money. She's kind of setting up for wherever the hell you guys are headed, because things will be changing out of nowhere. This is a relationship where it's like this situation is just going to change out of nowhere. And it may come from you, Libra man. Yeah, and the thing is she is going to feel, this woman can feel devastated by this change when it comes out of nowhere and kind of feel duped. But I get, yikes. Okay, yours is very, very clear, Libra men. You could leave her and literally go toward a destined relationship with another person. It's that weird sort of situation where you can leave this woman and you can meet another woman or someone you already know, that type of thing, and you guys could like jump into a relationship. It's like, oh, now they're married, they're living together, they're this, they're that type of thing, which is going to drive this woman crazy. So I think it would behoove you men, because it seems like every man and every sign up until your signs including, you have a responsibility to handle things a certain way. And so I would say you have to handle this woman with care, because it seems like you'll be okay. Like you're going to be like, yep, I'm fine. This is who I'm supposed to be with. It's that type of thing. It's like love at first sight. You see the person, it's like, I'm going to marry you. It's that type of thing. You'll look at a woman and say, I'm going to marry you. You're going to be my wife. You know, I'll go back to someone and say, I want to marry you. I've always wanted you to be my wife. Something like that. And it is going to, this woman, it will be very difficult for her to recover. Some of you may choose family and other people over this woman, if that makes sense. And it may be because she may not be mentally stable. I don't know. This woman may not be, these two together is definitely someone that has, you know, not the challenged mentally to some extent here. So I don't know. This is definitely not her, but it also could just be, doesn't necessarily have to be another woman. It could be family, but I just get it's kind of like another woman because it's showing up here where you're just like, you know what? And this is karmic. Whatever this is, it is karmic. It's karmic. It's karmic. This has to happen. So this may be one of those things where it's like, it wasn't meant to be, but in her mind, it'll be hard for her to get to that place where she can say, well, it wasn't meant to be. Now, some people, they more, and it's like, well, you know, they're more logical about it, and they can say, well, it, you know, really wasn't meant to be, even though they may not have been handled the right way. And you have some other people where they're devastated by this shit. It's like, you may look at them and they'll never be the same again. Like, you've changed their whole mental, you know, mechanism because of this situation. And I do feel to some extent it's karmic, so it's kind of where you have to go. But I don't know exactly what all you're doing in the midst of all of this before the karmic switch change happens. I don't know what you're doing. Have you been playing games? You know, that sort of thing. Because it'll be harder for her to accept that sort of thing. Yeah, that's very interesting. It's the first time out of everybody I've seen that for you, for any of the men so far. So yeah, Libras, now on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio men, stay the course. You are going to be successful here. So that's just a side message for you guys. If you stay the course, and I know things haven't been the easiest for some of you Scorpios out there when it comes to the finances, those sorts of things, family situations, but things will get better, but just stay the course. Okay. She's all over the place here. It kind of wanted to go, so let's see. Yeah, I'll leave it like she. Okay. Hold on, I gotta bring this down because I need to keep that there. Okay. Okay, some of you Scorpio men. Okay, well, this woman, she's not wanting to fight anymore. So, and she may be also feeling numb. She could be moving on from the situation, at least mentally. She may feel like the two of you need to move on from it. But she is challenged with telling you how she truly feels or getting her answers from you. So either you like to wall up and get quiet, and so now she's left unknowing what's going on, or she has gotten really quiet going inside and just trying to come to her own conclusion, which is the situation does not make her happy. I feel like she's getting to a place that things can't. She may be more hopeful, if that makes sense, but right now that may not be the case. But there's some responsibility that you may have toward her, so she does expect that to keep happening. Whether you've come up missing, meaning you're not communicating with her, that sort of thing, that has nothing to do with what you've got to give her or what she has to do toward you. It's something like that. So either you have expectation, like, well, you know, you have to give me, we still have disagreement, is that type of thing. Or vice versa. But she feels like it's best to leave, and she doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to leave. But it's almost like you're giving her no other choice here. There's somebody else in your life. There's somebody else in your life, and you may be trying to handle this very maturely. For some of you, if this is not another person, then there's a decision, and you've weighed this decision maybe for the last 2 years or so, or 2 months, just depends on how long the two of you have been together. And you just want more. It's either someone or something that has more promise, and that's what you're focusing on. So you may be kind of willing to let this situation go. I see that very clearly with a Scorpio man is like willing to let this go. thinking it's just necessary to do just that. Let the situation go. And again, there could be some influence over another woman, and it's like that's more, you know, where your life is headed, that sort of thing. So you will leave, let this go, and you are willing to sacrifice. So you're willing to sacrifice what you built, what you've created with this person, that time you've had with them, because I guess something about like 6 years or something like that, and the last year has just been, you know. And now you're saying, I'm not going to allow another, and I'm not going to allow 7 years to come, or I'm not going to allow 8 years to come, something like that. So even though this is crazy, these readings are changing. Damn. It started with like Libra men, because up from Aries to Leo, it's the women like, no, I'm not having it. But Libra and Scorpio men, these men are more resolute, if that makes sense. So very interesting. But Scorpio men, you're very resolute. You're going to make the sacrifice here. Let this go. And probably already have someone else that, you know, will fill that spot. And you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want any more drama. You're going to fight for your peace no matter what. You feel like this situation with her it's very karmic. It is. But I say this, be careful if you're trying to go back to her down the line, because it's not going to bode well for you. So I wouldn't play games with someone, which I don't think that you're playing games here. It looks very clear that you're clear about what has to happen, you know. But you may not be so okay with her just moving on to someone else, because someone else could quickly come into her life, or she can quickly go into another person's life here after waiting and wanting and expecting from you. And you may expect her to keep waiting, but that's going to change, because this is very karmic. So there'll be a new cycle here. Yeah, and if this is enough, the sex or this karmic toxic connection could have you trying to come back to this woman at some point. If she sees that there's another woman, because I do see that there could be another woman that you'll focus on, and that has great potential. But it just starts to get messy, like other people get involved, that sort of thing. So I would say it kind of looked at first good, like Scorpio men are being mature and resolute and saying, hey, this is what has to happen, that sort of thing. But there's some toxicity with you too that you need to kind of address and deal with. And don't think that your quiet control, because there's some sense of a quiet control that you have, is going to work. Because she's not going to forget. She's not going to forget any of this. She's not going to forget. And what she's going to do is she's going to buy her time, and she's going to wait for you to try to come back around. Because unless you address this, you'll be right back. You're going to be right back with this woman. When you have something good with another person that maybe is the fuel to you letting this go. Why did I just yell like that? And she's waiting. She's waiting for that day. That's damn sure not today. She's taking an L right now, but she's gonna wait for the day to come when you try to come back again. It's interesting. This is getting juicy. Oh, that's what I thought. Yikes. Yeah, it's best for you men to basically, if you're going to let this go, let it go and be done with it. Let it go, be done with it, because this woman is someone who will not forget. And I'm hearing not forgive. And if you try to circle back around, she will line you up. Someone may say, what does that mean, line you up? She'll get you back, okay? And it could be a whole nother man that comes in that she's been firing him up and firing him up. So when you come back around, even though some of that could be very much exaggerated, but when you come back around, now you have an enemy or something. So I would say be careful. You're very adamant and very clear about what needs to happen now. You need to walk. If you're going to walk, walk and don't look back. You have somebody else here who, if you give it the time, yeah, this person could be slow moving, they're boring, they're not this person at all. This other woman, there's a lot of sexual energy between the two of you, it's very karmic. Then you get with this woman, then it becomes very karmic as well. But I do get like in a good way. So it'll be up to you if you try to dial it back and circle back around, because she will be waiting to get you back. Is that type of thing. And it can kind of get messy, because if she has someone else in her life at that time, he won't like you at all, and he'll be waiting for you too. So be careful with that. Now on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius men. You have a new house. Some of you are going to be addressing issues in your home, where you'll be, some of you will be addressing new issues in your home, or getting a new home, improving your home, working from home, something like that for some of you. Okay, let's get into, these readings have been very interesting. Let's feel like I'm back in a pandemic. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, okay. Ooh. You another one. Hold on. Wait a minute. For some of you men, you need to leave these women alone, because you're gay. Like, no, you're gay. You're not even bi. Like, you're gay, and you've got to come to terms with that. If this is not your story, just ignore this part. But you, Leo. Who else? It was you, Leo. I think Libra? No. Maybe Libra? Someone. You, Leo, for sure. I remember that. Some of you men need to be honest with yourselves. Okay. Okay, so this woman, in short, she loves you. She loves you. She wants long term. She thought you guys were going to have long term. There could be somebody else that's gotten in the way of this, and if that's the case, she knows about it. But she can no longer sacrifice herself here. So if she's been quiet, and if she's been quiet, she can no longer remain quiet and act like she's not seeing things, she's not sensing things, she doesn't know anything. And this woman could definitely like confront you, serve you with papers, that sort of thing. Like, there could be some confronting when you least expect it, because you are a very busy man. Like, you work a lot, and so while you're at work, while you're focusing on practical areas, like, you may get subpoenaed, I'm hearing, or not subpoenaed, I'm sorry, you may get served, or she can confront you, but she wants to work the situation out, especially if the two of you have kids, if you've been in each other's lives for a very long time. That's what she really does want. But, you know, she can't any longer either sacrifice herself or remain quiet or docile. You like her. You know, you have a good time with her. And for you, it's kind of fun. Maybe fun and games. It may be hard for you to see her as a wife, someone long term. They may already be someone in that spot, or or if you had someone in the past, it may be difficult for you to open yourself up to someone and see them that way again because of your past. Others of you don't want women. That's another thing. But I do see you communicating with her, and it may not go so well. So, and depending on how she responds to you, like she may act crazy or do something that's off-putting, and you're like, I'm going to get away from you, that sort of thing. I'll focus on work. But it is important for you Sagittarius men to release the baggage. You have a lot of baggage that you're carrying, just too much. You're loading yourself up with too much. And you're kind of getting too old for that. Like you're getting too old to keep all the balls in the air, keep all the bags on your back. And no, you're going to have to release something. You got to let something go, or you're going to have to admit to something like that. What? Wait a minute. I get for some of you men, these are like a two-story thing here. Some of you, either you are still trying to get over a past situation that has haunted you for quite some time. So you're very territorial and guarded against something real with someone that's showing you that they want that from you. And this is somebody that you know. So it's this person, like this woman here, right? But so if the two of you don't work out, and this woman decides to move on from this, slowly but surely, I feel like you'll kind of it can kick up some old wounds and be hard for you to kind of handle, because it's like you don't want the rejection of it all. So I do either see you reaching back out to this person or reaching out to someone else. Now, if this is your person, right, but the two of you are headed down a challenging path, because this person could still say, well, I'm going to walk away, I'll leave this alone. This woman will say, I'll walk away, I'll leave this alone, although she'll still be keeping tabs on you. I do feel like it'll be devastating to you to really realize that this is kind of done. Because at first it doesn't seem like you will allow it to bother you. You'll let work and all this other stuff get in the way, but it'll catch up to you mentally, and it'll stress you out. And then you'll kind of revert back to what you can trust and what you do have, and that's your money or your investments, and so you'll get your wits about yourself again, and then reach back out to this woman, not giving up on her. And she'll see it as like a new beginning between the two of you. And she'll still feel like you're no good here. I'm sorry, it's two major stories that's showing up very clearly. Very clearly. And that is, this man may be in a relationship, a marriage or something like that, but it has gone sour. So he's gone his separate ways from the wife, the major relationship. Well, in the meantime, he's seeing this woman that really wants something real with him, but he can't meet her there. He cannot meet her there because he's still getting over a lot of heartbreak and devastation from his real relationship that's no longer And this is a man that doesn't know how to let things go, so he carries everything. He keeps in collecting things over and over and over again. And then he'll reach back out to this woman that is realizing that, hey, I'll never get from him what he gave before. And it doesn't come without her trying, constantly trying to get through to him. But work and other things is more important than that. So then when she decides to accept it and move on from it, he comes back and he reaches back out. By this time, there could be another man that is vying for this woman's attention, but she still cares about this Sagittarius man. But only to realize karmically she's destined to be with someone else and she has to be single from him. That type of thing. The second story is you're together, but things are rocky. And again, she's tried to communicate this in all kind of ways. And this man will be devastated with the separation, but again, he will come back. And although this woman does love him, she can't deny the fact that she loves him. She has feelings for this man. She doesn't trust him. She feels like he's just a dirty dog here. And what she wants in him, she was not going to be able to get. And so therefore, she will remain single. And this will be karmically set up for this woman to do that, because there is going to be her destiny of marriage and a true relationship. Very interesting. Damn. Anyway, now on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn men. Something will work out in your life better than you expected. So that's a good thing. But I do see for you Capricorn men, this is a sexual relationship. This is like a sexual relationship, it looks like to me here. And this woman kind of wants to, if you've not been intimate, she wants to test you out. She wants to try you out. But she wants to make sure that you're single, because she may not be so sure that you're single. Like if you're truly single. So some of you Capricorn men are lying. You may be in a real relationship, like taken, but you want to have a good time with her because you haven't been able to have a good time, or you haven't been having a good time. So you kind of want to have a good time by any means necessary. But it's been difficult to get together with this person. They may be at a distance, or you just don't talk very much. And so that may be the reason why she feels like there's something up, like you may just be in it for sex, or there could be someone else. And so she may be, like when you come back around to her, she may have already figured that out, like what your status is. Or she may be thinking, I'll get what I can get out of him before I get you before you can get her, type of thing. Very interesting. Here. And it just looks like you want to have a good time with her. Not been able to have a good time with her. And you're going to kind of pick up the pace, whether it be text message, phone calls, that sort of thing. Because if the two of you have made an agreement for a period of time, or to see each other, that sort of thing, it's like you want, you want what was promised, especially if you've paid for it. Paid for someone's time and attention, that sort of thing. Like you want what you're supposed to get. Be careful with any transactional agreements, especially if you don't know people. It could be like a sting on you or something. Like someone could be setting you up, so be careful with that. But otherwise, I do see you just kind of, it's sex. This is sex. I'm not tapping into anything more than a sexual connection with someone where it seems like the two of you could be on the same page with wanting that, but making it happen seems to be a challenge here. And this woman is only concern probably is, are you fully taken? I don't get like she even wants a relationship. She may be wanting you to approach her in a better way. For some of you, this woman does want that. She wants you to acknowledge that she can be your emperor to her. She could be your empress to her emperor. And that's kind of how she wants you to approach her, but you could be approaching it just like sexual. Yeah, and you may be feeling like, listen, I want what I want. And you're at a place where it's like, don't kind of give me a hard time because I'll leave. Because you still have, your heart still is toward another. So it's like if you can't get a good time, and I mean a good time meaning nice words, just a good time. You don't want to hear anything bad. You don't want anyone to make you feel any kind of way other than good. And if she can't get that, then you're out of here because you're still trying to get over, this is a reverse, by the way, a family dynamic with someone that you feel like, hey, this is truly my person, even though, you know, we're not on the same page anymore. So it's that. That's all I got. This is thank you. Because I was saying that these readings are getting too long. It's getting too unnecessarily deep. You know, yours is not deep. It's like you're not giving someone something that they can't be given because there's already someone in that position. And it's while this other woman who is very sexually interested to an extent, seems like she was before, maybe not as much as time goes on because you don't talk as much or there's not a lot of attention or validating her importance to you, then that may go to the wayside and you won't care because it seems like if she makes you feel any kind of way, you'll be out the door. It won't even begin, right? It won't even get started because you'll just take off, that sort of thing. And you really need to, I'm hearing, mourn, heal, and come to terms with the ex before you're really good for anyone. Yeah, because you don't even really care, it seems like to me. Now on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. It says get in the gym now. Ooh. Hold on. Okay. I hope this is not the same as this Capricorn reading. I'm tired. Excuse me, guys. I know I should have did this before I press record, but anyway. This woman is secretly looking to leave this, let it go. She wants happiness. She may be feeling like she's not the only one that you're giving to a few. Some of you could drink a lot or like to indulge quite a bit. For some of you, this woman is, I'm hearing, married or has, like, pregnant. It's gonna have baby, something like that. And if she is pregnant by you or someone else, like if there's a pregnancy or marriage, something like that is involved, this woman is not looking to be part of that. Like, she's not interested in being part of that. She'll take her baby and go right on. And she might have twins, that sort of thing. So the two of you may have twins, that sort of thing. But she is definitely contemplating, secretly planning to leave this, move on from it. Because, and it may be hard for her to tell you that, or hard for her to see this situation more than what it is. So either she's expecting you to come running back, you know, for a good time, not a long time, or I can't imagine she's doing this, but it could be expecting you to do this. And she'll be very conflicted because in her mind is many others, not just her. And she doesn't want that. Now, the funny part about this is this could be her, you know, And she's just a, she's very loose. I'll say that. She's a very loose woman. I'll say that. And it may be like very obvious, like other people know. It's not something that is hidden. And she may feel like she knows that you're gonna leave. She doesn't want you to do that. But I don't see her necessarily, becoming a woman of virtue. Let's say that. She could keep sleeping around here. But that's for a very small percentage of you guys. This could be really your woman, that sort of thing. But she secretly probably know that you want to leave, or she wants to leave, like I said before, that sort of thing. You are very attracted to this woman. You want to start again. You may have taken things to the next level, or have contemplated that, talked about that, may even have agreed upon it. But she may not know how to be patient. She may not know how to take it one step at a time. This woman may not give you what you want. Like, she can punish you and not give you sex, not give you, a good time, that sort of thing, until she sees change, or you give her what she wants. And you want to have sex. You want to have a good time. But you'll be waiting, or you're expecting her to wait. So there's a waiting period here before either you're coming around or communication picks back up, that sort of thing. Child, these, anyway. Wonder if this woman is thinking that you're in love with someone else, or like the love is gone here. Hopefully no one comes around when they're in trouble or they need a person, that sort of thing. Because if that is the case, and someone thinks that they can kind of emotionally manipulate a situation, that's not going to work either. Or someone's going to tell the other person about themselves here. I feel like it's her. She's going to tell this man about himself. I see drama and holding back. Only to turn around and give it another chance and open up and love her again and express your love for her. Okay. And that seems like that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. She wants love. She wants attention. She wants the truth. And although at first you may feel like, I'm my own person, I don't have to do it. You'll do it. Because you love her, and, you just have Tourette moments, it seems like. And it's not, and she expects that, because this is a real relationship. This is like a marriage or long-term relationship, or the two of you have history. So she may know who she's dealing with. She may have pulled cards and stuff like that. She already know what's going to happen, and that's why she's not worried. Because I get a woman that's not worried at all here. It's that type of thing. It's like, he'll be back. Somebody must have given her a reading, or she pulled a few cards and no, he'll be back. Don't worry about it. That sort of thing. Because here you come. You'll be back. Until you will be back where you need to be and working the situation right out. Nobody's going anywhere. And you may be saying, well, she needs to give me. I don't see her doing that either. This is a woman that is just a few steps ahead of you. And she probably always be no, I don't know about probably always be. Because when Pluto comes, baby, I don't know about that. But at least for now, she's a few steps ahead of you. So she kind of knows where this is all going to go. That type of thing. So you'll also have your sex. If sex has been a problem, she'll be giving that up too. It's that type of thing where it's like, as long as you feed me, I'll feed you. Now it's a Pisces. Pisces men. Well, this is for Pisces. This could be for Pisces men. This could be for Pisces period. But someone will never get over you or let you go. And they're willing to drop the third party because it's a special kind of love. Okay, there's that. Now, Pisces men. This woman knows the situation is going to come to an end. Yep. It's written, if that makes sense. She is attracted to you, and it's a challenge with her leaving, being able to leave the situation. It's been a challenge for her to leave or accept you leaving, that sort of thing. It was a challenge for her when you left, or her knowing that she's going to have to leave. But she'll focus on work in other areas of her life. And it's kind of like it doesn't leave her, but it'll, like, she'll compartmentalize the situation because work and other things will take center stage, and then she'll get clear. The more she works and the more that she compartmentalizes the situation, it'll start to get less and less of the main focus, and then it'll be easier for her to either cut you out, tell the truth, and let this go. But it'll still be on her mind if that was the right decision. And that's what I kept hearing when I was putting her cards down. Like, am I going to make the right decision by cutting him off? Should I cut him off? Is it the right thing to do to cut him off? Is that sort of thing? You could have come back around out of nowhere, or profess your love to her out of nowhere. The two of you could have connected out of nowhere. So that type of thing. Just like karmically, you came into each other's lives. You know she loves you, but it's not so easy for you to tell the truth. That this could be a past person that you've been seeing, want to get together with. You may also feel like if this situation has history, that things are not the way it used to be, but you want to get together with her. And if she says no, you'll try again. You know, you'll try to approach it in more of a lighthearted way, make an apology if you need to. And this could be around of a full moon of some sort here, where you'll come back around again and reach back out. It also could be like a moon cycle where moon is in Pisces, moon is in Cancer, moon is in one of the water signs, and that then kind of brings you back around. So you won't allow it to kind of stay this way for long. Damn, go get it together. What? It's not going to let you go. There may be kids involved, and if there's kids involved, then you guys have this routine where you'll say, well, it's not about us, it's about the kids. Well, you have to come over because of kids. Well, you spend the night because of kids. It's that type of thing. So children will keep this going. If there's no children, then just being persistent is going to kind of get you back in with her, but she's still going to expect and want real from you, and she won't necessarily let up on that. She's going to want something real. She's going to continue to remind you of that. But I do see you kind of pushing back on that. You may have Aquarius in your chart, so you don't like to be dictated to. You don't like anyone telling you anything. But she may be saying, yeah, that's them, but I'm me, and this is what I want. Wait a minute, hold on, guys. Some of you men have Aquarius in your chart. You're gonna, hold on, guys. Now, you could make this woman believe, because you know you guys are crafty. You can make this woman believe that okay when you come back in her life and she lets you back in, and but she's also having a lot of expectations, that sort of thing. But she's gonna give in, and you'll kind of make her believe that everything is what it is or it needs to be. Maybe she has expectations. You have to pay my bills. You have to do, like, you'll do that to get in the door, right? You'll show up and show her what she needs at first. But that's not going to last. You're going to go ghost on her, and then you're just going to completely come up missing. Like, you will completely ghost this woman. And then she won't even 100% know, like, am I single? So I'm single. So you're single. It's that. And this is not funny, but it's just crazy how the cards are coming out. So you're single. Oh, so you're single. And you're like, yeah, I thought the last time we had a fight, or last time you told me you don't want to be bothered. Like, you'll take some little thing and all of a sudden you have a problem with it. Now you don't want to talk. Now you don't know where this is going now, so you're just done. Like, you will finesse the hell out of this situation, Pisces. I'm hearing Gemini, so I don't know if this person is Gemini. I don't know if you have Gemini in your chart. But yeah, it seems like you're going to be ready to try to finesse someone. Yikes. That's what I have for you guys. Ooh, I'm so glad this is over. This is like, I don't know if I'll do men again, because there's just so much women wants to say. But it was very entertaining. Men, if you're out there, I know I have several male watchers. And if you like to share, because a lot of times men do not like to share, let us know if any of this resonates. At this point, the whole signs aren't listening. But anyway, on to the next reading, guys. Take care.